Andrew.
I'm Nate.
And we're back at Catalyst Physical Therapy, and we're going to go over the top 10 facts and myths of physical therapy. Let's just run right into it.
All right. We'll probably get one today.
One today. Oh, it's just a whole bunch of just like man, what do you think? Like
activity based, right? It's based to get you back to your most important activities.
Yeah.
So I rarely tell someone they have to stop completely what they're doing.
Yeah.
We just have to. You usually just have to modify. It's rare that you have to completely remove an activity. So you modify. Like some people don't want to modify, but modify doesn't mean you're like regressing. It just means that you're giving your body the appropriate dosage that it needs to recover.
Yeah.
And that's what a smart athlete will do.
Good. All right, next one. Roots of physical therapy profession began thousands of years ago. Fact or myth?
I would say yes.
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 Yeah.
I mean, it probably goes even before Socrates, but there's a lot. I mean, there's thousands of years of medicine. There's thousands of years of people trying to set bones with hammer and chisel and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
People have been, even going back through to the Greeks, the Olympic Games. I mean, like physical fitness has always been a part of human societies. So I think that physical therapy is just a evolution of what we have been doing for a long time. And now we actually have the scientific method to assess what is actually working versus what is not.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. Because for thousands of years, we didn't really have, there was the scientific method, but it was more, like even medicine was more of an art than science. You can see that in lots of textbooks back in the day, which is kind of scary to think of.
Yeah, it was like...
I don't want something to be an art form.
No.
But when it comes to like fixing, like...
Or healthcare.
Your healthcare, like, oh yeah, let's try this. I mean, and there is definitely, it's definitely an applied science in the sense of we do have to test and see what you're responding to, but that's still a scientific method. It's like, it's just crazy to see, to like think of some of the things that have been done in the past.
All right, what about this one? Once you're discharged, you're done. Is that a fact or myth?
I try not to think of anybody as discharging or graduating necessarily. Maybe you finish a rehab process and you become like a strength training client, or now you're just lifting, or now you're just doing a certain activity.
Yeah.
But it should always be like, I really preach physical activity as a really important aspect of overall health. And if you're not getting in enough physical activity throughout the day, and then when you go into rehab and you start working out, you're feeling better, and then you just stop. Oftentimes things will just keep recurring because you didn't address the underlying issue, which was potentially a lack of physical activity. And that's the biggest thing, right? So it definitely does not stop after you have finished working with your physical therapist or other rehab professional.
I agree. Yeah, that myth is debunked. It's not true.
Not true.
All right, two more. All right, this one, fact or myth? You can get physical therapy in many different settings.
I think you can do rehab in various different settings.
I think settings might be kind of a weird word. I would say like environments. Like, can you get physical therapy done in different environments?
Oh, like in your home, or
water or like land.
There's water, there's land in your home, at an office, on a beach, like.
Yeah, of course you can.
There's lots of different areas or domains that you can do rehab. So physical therapy is more of a profession versus musculoskeletal rehabilitation is more of the overall umbrella. You have chiropractors in that space. You have doctors of osteopathy in that space. You have physical therapists in that space. You have lots of different professionals, athletic trainers, and even then like some sports massage therapists. Like we're all in that overarching umbrella. So physical therapy is a profession, whereas chiropractic is a profession. All these other are professions, but musculoskeletal rehab is kind of what we're doing.
Yeah.
And if you really think about it, like we should all be doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Because if we're all looking at the current evidence, it should all just lean going towards like, oh, okay, this is likely the most effective manner of doing it.
Yeah.
So I hope that answers that question.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a fact. So you can do physical therapy in numerous different settings. The last one, fact or myth? Physical therapy will, quote, fix me.
Well, that is, we could talk for an hour about that question, but I'll keep it short. You probably don't need to be fixed. Like, yes, there might be an issue, but me fixing you is not how we should even think about that. It's more of I'm coaching you and guiding you to a solution that's going to help you get back to do whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's hiking, biking, walking, running, lifting, playing with your kids. Like, I'm very solution oriented, and I view myself as a guide, guiding you down the path that makes the most sense. Because a lot of times people come in and they tell me their story, and it's, there's lots of details, and like, I don't know if I should try this. It's like they're in a maze and they can't find their way out.
Yeah.
And so I just view myself as the guide who will help them through the maze without taking so many wrong turns. We just stay on a path that gets them to the end of that maze. So that's my job. I'm not here to fix somebody, because ultimately, if I'm the one fixing them, then how are they ever going to help themselves?
True. Good point. Yeah. And some people don't even need to be fixed. They're just like, I think that's like we all get in that mindset. Just like physical therapy will fix me, but like, what if there's nothing to be fixed? Like, how can you better your life? So I think that's a really good point. So I guess that myth is also debunked. So cool. I think that's all the time we had today. So thanks for tuning in. And then next week we will do another talk on some other stuff.
Cool.
So
cool.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Deuces.